All right, what is travel fraud exactly? Okay, I'm sure you've heard of fraud before, but here's an example of travel fraud. I'm going to try to get out of the way here. So look, fraud are schemes for making money by deceptive, dishonest, or fraudulent means. Example, in travel fraud, victims are told by email that they have won a free trip or an incredibly cheap trip. However, these trips often have hidden costs. Tours that are advertised as free may not be included, like airfare to the departure point or hotel accommodation. The recipient of the free trip is required to make these extra reservations through a specific company. In those instances, the costs are much higher than the market price. This has happened before. This happened a lot in the Spanish community. My ex mother-in-law, right? She is from Costa Rica and she doesn't speak any English, and she was a diehard listening to Christian radio in Spanish. And she found out that she could go to Disney for like 3 or 4 days for $100 each person. So she coughed up the money, and then they took her money away. And that was really sad that they advertised on a Spanish Christian radio station, but that's how fraudsters work. So if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. And you should know that about the internet. If it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. It's not real. All right, let's go to the next slide. I'm going to show you some types of fraud here in a moment. Okay, evolution Archer types of frauds. Here we go. This is the biggest one that we have. It's called the chargeback. Man, this light is just like right in my eye. This one's called the chargeback. Online shoppers can deliberately abuse the chargeback process to get something for free. A hotel booking or airline ticketing chargebacks are rampant, and they can affect travel intermediaries as well. For example, a customer purchases an expensive vacation package through a travel agency, but even one aspect of the experience can make them demand a chargeback on the entire vacation. So, in other words, okay, the monies are owed, right? And so this happens a lot when people have fake credit cards. This is how they make their money. Or they've stolen credit cards, or they've hacked into someone's account. They'll call up Archer Travel and they want this and this and this and this and this. And they get there and they go, oh no, I'm going to cancel it. I'm going to da-da-da-da-da. And then what they do is they charge it back to them, okay? And we have an outstanding bill of $3,000 at that hotel that client never did. So now we have to cough up the $3,000. So this happens a lot with chargebacks. And Susie's going to get into the chargebacks tomorrow a lot better because she's the one who deals with them here. And we have a whole fraud team now. Can you believe it? We have a fraud team that handles this for you guys. So it's something that you should be aware of. Like, for example, if a client, is booking in I showed you about the client who needs help, right? Agent called me this morning. The client's in Costa Rica. He just checked into the hotel. He doesn't like it. It's not anything. So I forwarded it to Expedia because that's where it was booked. And I went, now here's an example of someone who can come back and charge back those funds. And then we're held holding the bag because those property needs to be paid. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, another one. Internet travel agent fraud. Fraudsters prey on travel agents now, new agents, and especially those who have their guard down because they're trying to book at the last minute. Travel agents are especially at risk with big ticket items like lavish vacation packages, which combine air and hotel. Example, I need to be at at Caesar's Palace tomorrow, and I need the penthouse, and I want first class tickets flying out of JFK, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you're like, oh my God, that's great, I want to make so much commission. Nope, you're going to get ripped off. Okay, let's go to the next one. So watch out for that. Okay, travel fraud also, and we get this a lot with new agents. Facebook inquiry. Example, you're an agent in Detroit, Michigan, and you're in Evolution, you're about the 4th or 6th month in. Yeah, and I'm on Facebook and I'm in all the groups and I'm chatting to everybody. I'm chatting to the uplines and and all of a sudden you get an inquiry from Seattle, Washington. Wow, I found you on Facebook. I'm planning on doing a cruise with me and my wife. And can you fix it for me? Sure, Mr. Client. Now, does that make sense to you? Does it? Because it doesn't make sense to me. Do they have travel agents and travel advisors in Seattle? I would think so. Would I want to go and take my business to somebody I don't know on Facebook? Would I? No. No. I want to know who I'm dealing with, right? I mean, just, I throw it the other way around. If I'm living in Seattle, okay, and I want to book for a cruise, if I meet someone on Facebook, do I really want them to book my travel from Detroit? No. So think about that. We get too many, and it's usually the new agents like, oh, Jose, they want this, they want to go to Egypt and blah, 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 blah. And okay, do you know these people? No. Have you spoken to them? No. Or yes. I'm really excited about it. Well, okay, it's up to you. Listen, the thing about it is, you guys sign this. And if you don't have a credit card authorization form, right? And if you don't do this properly, you're the one who has to pay for that hotel bill, not us. You guys signed that when you joined. So that's why I'm saying, make sure, don't be doing that. If you have a Facebook page, you have a lot of people on there that you know, yes. If you know them, they're family members, they're friends or whatever. And even if you get referrals from friends, be careful there. You don't know them, they don't know you. So, but be careful, all right? Only uses email. Again, this person is like, oh no, I don't have time to call on the phone. Just email me the information of the quote. The booking is too good to be true. Vegas, Caesar's Palace, the Penthouse, first class air out of New York. Won't fill out the Archer authorization form. Ding, 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 ding. No. Stop. Go to jail. Do not go home. If they won't do that. Now, I even told some agents, I said, if you're starting this, I would move this up here. So let's say you do get an inquiry from Seattle. Go, okay, great. You know what? Before we proceed, our company policy is you have to fill this out. And I need a copy of your driver's license, a copy of the credit card, or I can't proceed with it. They will go away that fast. They will. Boom. In a hurry to book. Oh yeah, come on, hurry up. I need that quote because I did it. Travel tonight, tomorrow, or the next day, in the next 2 to 3 days. And this is why we've done this analyzation from all this data that we've acquired through the past years. When does fraud really happen? It happens in 2 to 3 days, like tomorrow or the next day or the next day. That's why we put in the 21-day procedures. And that's why it's really important that you follow those. And we're going to go into those tomorrow in depth so you guys know exactly what to do with them. All right, let's go to the next slide. Right, Amanda? Dun, 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 dun. Fraud detection. Fraud prevention. Okay, how do you prevent it? Connect with the client via phone. Make sure that this is a real person. Make sure that you've checked his address on Google Maps. Make sure the driver's license looks like his. Everything. He fills out the credit card authorization form, copy of all the IDs, check all references, Facebook, family. Go in and check. John Miller, Seattle, Oh, you're a college professor. Where did you teach? Go back, check that. When in doubt, contact Upline and Archer Travel. Okay, let's go to the next one. You guys see my new cup? Check it out. Check it out. Evolution Travel. Look, it is even on the other side too. Most times you only get it on one side of the cup, but that looks really cool. Okay, important. Upline recruiters and sponsors. This is something also. We've been getting a lot of fraud from new agents that you guys recruit via Facebook or Google, whatever you do, Google ads and stuff that you haven't even met, right? You haven't even met them. And that's fine, but this is what you need to do. Upline recruiters and sponsors, please check all new Evolution agents and reach out to them. Are they legitimate? See if they're real. Feel them out. Vet them. Get to know them. They will generate more business for you, number one, because they're going to give you 10% of their commission. But if something doesn't feel right, contact Upline or Archer Travel. So make sure we get that, because we've had several instances like, what? He just joined yesterday and he's buying, $5,000 worth of Universal tickets? That doesn't make sense. That's a fraudster. So we really need you, if you're seeing new people come in and you guys are checking your back office every day to see what new agents you have that you automatically got, reach out to them. Reach out to them, because this is really important. We want to prevent this from happening. Okay? Serious stuff. All right, let's go to the next slide. Okay. Here's an example. Susie talked about this last week, and I just want to refresh you about it, okay? She got an email. No, this was a call. This was a call from an agent who said, so this guy says that his family is in Ukraine and that he needs to book air right now and get them to fly into Tijuana and all this like really weird stuff. And I go, you know what? You see, this is really sad, because what they're preying on here is they're preying on your sentimentality towards the Ukrainian people. And that's really sad that they're doing that. That really is. But fraudsters, when there's stuff going on, I mean, I don't know. I just saw a report the other day about how fraud happened during the pandemic and like millions of dollars was stolen for fraud, for coronavirus fraud. So, in regards to, boosters and vaccines and all that kind of stuff. But so it happens during these times. So number one, nothing's flying out of Ukraine. There's a no-fly zone. So you cannot fly out of Kyiv. You got to get to another country outside of there, to Poland or somewhere else, and go there to fly out. Now, be aware of this. If you've got emails and things like that that are showing you that I need a flight from London to Dubai, again, warning bell should go off. You can't be doing that booking. First off, Archer Travel, the Archer Go app will not work that way. Archer Go will not issue tickets from international places. It has to start in the United States. In Hawaii and St. Thomas, those places, but it has to be on U.S. ground. You can't just go, you can't go to the fairground and go London to Dubai. No. Now, you could do it if you were doing like, New York, Dubai, and you had to stop in London. Yeah, but you can't do London to Dubai in Archer Go. You can on other engines, though, but be careful of this. Air ticketing from Ukraine. All right, so that's one. There's an example. Let's go to the next one. Okay, really, I don't know. It keeps popping up the update, Amanda. Can we get? There we go. There's Mark Wahlberg was there. Okay, here's something that we got, and we copied this. We got this a couple of years ago, but this just didn't seem right, and you can see that there's some things here that don't make sense. This is a passport we got. This gentleman's name is John Conley, but look who signed it, Amber. I'm like, what? Okay, let me tell you something. This document. This is one of the most important documents that you can have on you for identification when you're going in, internationally abroad. You want it to be perfect, like your driver's license. So seeing stuff like Amber, when this guy's name is John Conley, just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Also, you see all this? This is all like smashed in together. There were some things here, and then again, Conley, but we had the Amber. I guess it was an Amber alert, but really check the passports. Here's an example of a fraud passport. All right, let's go to the next slide. Okay, again, John Conley, right? But again, this is John Conley's credit card that Amber signed. I mean, I'm like, what? And here's something really weird that we noticed that, why is the Visa logo here? Usually the logo is usually on the back, but why is it here? And there was just some really weird things on this credit card. Like I said, 4408. What's the 4408 number underneath there? That never supposed to happen. So there's some things here that we went, wait a minute. And these are things that you have to be aware of. So when you see credit cards and passports coming your way, and you will if you start booking, look at them specifically. And if you have any questions, if you need any help, if something in your gut's not feeling right, give us a call. We'd rather you call us than, oh, no, I don't want to bother Jose again. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I hear that from you guys all the time. Oh, I don't want to bother you again. That's why Mr. Archer puts me in that chair. That's why Susie and I are there. That's why Susie, Violet, and I, and Dave Michon are there, is to help you guys. So when something doesn't feel right, call us right away. Okay, I would rather have that happen than, oh man, you owe $45,000, right? Let's go to the next slide. Okay, broad examples. Here's some letters, okay? This is from Evolution Agent Tiffany. This was received Friday, last September. Hello, I would like to request a quote for one room at any 4-star hotel in Paris from the 4th and the 7th of September. Notice this was sent, we got this September 3rd, and this person wants us to book for the 4th through the 7th of September to be fully prepaid for the 3 nights for one adult. Kindly forward all your findings to me as soon as possible and advise the type of credit card your company accepts for payment. Look forward to your reply. Kindest regards, Karen Biondo. Okay? Ding, 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 ding. Fraud. Fraud, fraud, fraud. Now, if you want to chase this down, go ahead. Okay? You send her back on, Karen, can I talk to you? Da, 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 da. I'm looking at some possible, what's your budget? Da, 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 da. And if she's like, no, I just send me the information. What credit card you accept? Then you know it's fraud. Or send her back on, gosh, Karen, thank you so much for your email inquiry. Could you please fill out this credit card authorization form before I start doing all this research? That's our new company policy here at Archer Travel. Yeah, and I'm going to need a copy of your driver's license and a copy of your credit card front and back. Then I can proceed, and we can book this really quick for you. See? Let's go to the next one. Fraud prevention. Good evening. So this is Tiffany, agent, back to Karen. The hotels I have contacted are booked up until Sunday, September 5th, 2021. They are all 4 and 5-star hotels. I have put in a request for 3, but to be honest with you, wanting to book for the 4th, and today is the 3rd, is a very short notice. Some vendors may not have what you want on short notice. Also, all short notice bookings must be purchased with a certified check from the bank where funds can be verified and documented. Please be advised that we will not accept any major credit cards on short notice due to the fact that there is a lot of fraudulent bookings happening with all the travel agencies at this time. If you would like to proceed with a certified money order, please let me know of a new date for you of your booking. As of now, nothing is available for tomorrow from my vendor contacts. Thank you. Tiffany, this was the end result. The client has not responded as of yet. So what she did here was she used the certified check thing. I always like using the credit card authorization thing because that's like, oh, what? You want that? Oh no, I don't get that out. Another warning. Okay, when you're booking, and they go, okay, Mr. Johnson, we're ready to book the cruise. Yeah, I need a credit card authorization for. Oh no, I'm not going to get that out. What do you mean you're not? What do you mean you're not going to get that out? Okay. Oh no. Oh, well, okay. That's for your protection and my protection. I'm protecting your booking. So I just want to make sure, because what I'm going to quote to you, it's not going to be a penny more or a penny less. That way I want you to be aware of it. If there's some activity on your card, it's not us. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Here's some more examples. More examples. Okay. I would like to request a quote. This letter keeps changing. This was last September. Now, this letter just keeps changing, and I'll show you one that I just got yesterday from an agent. I would like to request a quote for a trip departing from London to Dubai on the 24th of May, nonstop morning flights, preferable on Emirates, and returning on the 30th of May, nonstop afternoon for 2 flights, including 5-night hotel accommodations and 3-star in Dubai. Flight should be economy class. Please kindly forward your findings, itineraries, and fares to me as soon as possible, and advise the type of credit card your company accepts for payment. I'll look forward to your regards. To your reply, Nancy Powell. Let's go to the next one.
Someone said, what if they actually send you a certified check? And I said,
no.
Okay.
No.
The certified check?
No, I wouldn't even go with a certified check. I don't get, no. Who the heck plays with a certified check? I mean, that they're going to go down to the bank and get one. I would not even, I'm telling you, because, remember, you're an agent in Omaha, Nebraska, and the client's in Seattle. They're going to send you a certified check from a Seattle bank. Do you know if there's even that bank that you can cash it in? Right? That's what I'm saying.
Well, you take it to the bank and you make sure it's
then you got to wait.
Legit.
Okay, and then you have to wait for the check to clear.
Okay? Oh, yeah. Well, then, right? And then after the check clears, then.
And what if the check doesn't clear?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You guys listen. For your first 6-7 months, you know who's really good at this? Donna Fontaine is really good at this because she's been doing this for like 9 years. Patrice Abel-Vance, Nina Mitchell's, Gina DeMasi, these agents that have this experience, they know right in their gut right away. Robin Putnam knows right away when it's fraud. They know it. So don't be messing with this. Don't be messing with this. Just don't. Just go, forget it. All right. Okay. Let's go back one because I did add one. Okay. So here it is. Okay. I showed you the other one, right? This is the new one. And remember the same person? Okay. Right. This is the same person. And this one, it just happened. Yeah. Right. Right. Amanda, go back to the last one. The one before this one.
What?
Okay. That's this one. This is okay. Okay. This one, I meant that this one meant it was is like the Dubai one. I require the service of your travel agency. Kindly check the itinerary route for the details. Again, LAX, Dubai, LAX airline. Please note, I will send the passenger name to block the seat along with my credit card details for payment as soon as possible. So, yeah, you guys don't be messing with this. Do not be messing with this. Okay, I'm just telling you. Let's go to the next slide and the next slide. Let's go to the next one. This guy is supposed to be me. Okay. In my younger days, in my college days. When we first started this program about 6-7 years ago, we made this great animation, and it's a really good animation too. You can see it on YouTube, but I always like to show it because you also learn some things about it. Go ahead and roll, Amanda.
Hello, Evolution agents. Ron Archer here, and today we want to share with you important information about travel fraud detection and prevention. In this webinar, we will go over simple techniques and solutions to deal with travel fraud. We hope that you, the agent, will be able to detect and prevent travel fraud in your own home-based travel business. Did you know that there's $1.4 billion in credit card fraud committed every year against the travel industry? That's right, $1.4 billion with a B. And that happens to all types of travel agents, regardless of whether they're beginners or experienced. First, let me share the not-so-good news. As an Evolution travel agent, you are responsible for all financial arrangements and transactions within your home-based travel business. That means you need to protect yourself. And to complicate matters, many errors and omissions insurance carriers won't protect travel agents against fraud. So that means you need to protect yourself. And once fraud occurs, it's very difficult for travel agents to recover the funds. So we want to help you eliminate fraud up front. Now for the good news. While you can't eliminate the risk of fraud, there are tons of ways to safeguard against it. One of them is to understand how criminals work. Our staff at Archer Travel have compiled travel agent detection and prevention guidelines to assist you. We've also included a link at the end of this webinar so you can download these guidelines and print them for your personal use. If you still have questions or need more assistance in dealing with this subject, please do not hesitate to contact us at Archer Travel. So now I would like to bring in our training agent, Jose Lambert, who will help you to detect and prevent fraud from happening with your travel bookings. Jose?
Thanks, Ron. Fraud is a 24/7 job for fraudsters. Beginning agents, returning agents, and even experienced agents can fall into the web of travel fraudsters. Evolution travel agents should be aware of the following warning signs. Number 1, the potential client avoids or refuses to complete the Archer Travel credit card authorization form. Number 2, Facebook inquiries from someone you've never heard of who resides in a different part of the United States or the world. It's a warning sign if they need to contact you right away so they can book travel that same day or that same night. Number 3, be careful if a potential client is in an extreme hurry to book. It's the warning sign if they are attempting to travel to faraway locations today or tomorrow and want to book right away. Number 4, the booking is too good to be true. For example, the potential client wants 5 deluxe suites for the cruise booking, or they want to book 3 penthouse suites at the Riu Palace in Punta Cana. Number 5, they only use email and do not want to be bothered with phone calls. You should check the time and origins of all these emails. Fraudsters target travel agents every day. It's not realistic to stop fraud, but what we can do is try to spot it early and make those losses as minimal as possible. Many times there are cases of fraud that could have been avoided simply by checking basic data. Knowing your customer is key to not becoming a victim. In cases of uncertainty, here is our checklist of ways to prevent travel fraud. Number 1, know your clients. Get referrals of your clients from people you know. Number 2, have your client fill out the Archer Travel credit card authorization form. Get a copy of their driver's license and the copy of the front and back of their credit card. Number 3, ask for the client's home address and then look it up on Google Maps to see if it corresponds to what you have been told. Even if the address exists, take it a step further and ask them what color their front door is. Number 4, connect with your clients via phone. Ask the client to provide you with a telephone number to use for contact purposes. Then do a reverse lookup to verify if the addresses match using whitepages.com. If the client says they don't have time for phone calls, this should be a big warning. Number 5, check out the client's social media such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see if their profile looks suspicious. Number 6, when in doubt about potential fraudster, contact your upline or Archer Travel. If you have been a victim of travel fraud, contact the local authorities in your area as soon as possible. Prevention is your best defense. Ron?
Thank you, Jose. That's great information. Remember, Evolution family, we really want to help you protect against fraud. So if you have any suspicious bookings or suspicious clients, do not hesitate to get in touch with the office and we can help you determine whether it's a legitimate booking or not. As always, we appreciate your hard work, your energy, and your efforts.